Today I want to talk about one of my favorite ESL reading topics, extensive reading. And I'm also going to give away 6 different ESL readers that you can use to practice your English reading. Now the first question to ask is, what is extensive reading? And then, why is it important? Extensive reading is reading something that is fast, easy, and fun to read. A lot of students think they need to read the most challenging text that they can to really improve their English. So they'll do what we call intensive reading, which is where you read a difficult text very closely. You spend a lot of time with your dictionary and trying to understand difficult vocabulary and difficult grammar. This is really valuable and it's an important part of learning a language. But today I want to talk about extensive reading, which is kind of the opposite. Extensive reading is when you read something that is way easy for you. And it's something that you enjoy. Maybe you enjoy the topic or the style. And you read it because it's fun, but also because it really helps improve your reading speed and your reading fluency. The important things to remember about extensive reading is that you're going to read fast and you're going to read a lot. We know that extensive reading helps students improve their language skills in all areas of language. And I also believe it improves your motivation while you're learning a language because you're reading something that you truly enjoy and you get to build confidence and motivation by enjoying your English practice more so than you do when you're reading those really challenging, slow texts. So let's talk about what to look for when you're choosing a text to read for extensive reading. For me, the 2 most important characteristics to look for are that it's easy and that you enjoy it. So let's talk about that first one, easy. When I say easy, I mean you should be reading this text with no dictionary, and you should be able to understand almost everything. So maybe you're reading a book and there's maybe 1 or 2 words on each page that you don't understand, but you can keep reading and still understand the main ideas of the text. You're reading quickly with no dictionary and for enjoyment. Now, if there's a word that you don't know that is repeated again and again and again, and you can tell it's an important word for that book, look it up, go back and reread the page, and move on. But you should not be reading and looking up a word in every paragraph. You should understand almost everything with no dictionary when you're doing extensive reading. Now, the second part there is that it's something you enjoy. A lot of times when you're taking an English class, your teacher will choose the things that you are going to read. And maybe some of them are interesting to you and some of them are really not interesting to you. It's really important for extensive reading to be something that you enjoy. Maybe you'll be reading books. You could choose a mystery or a romance or any kind of topic of book that you would enjoy reading. Or maybe you really enjoy reading the news. So you can find English language news websites that have a more beginner level of language. I really like VOA English, and Breaking News English can be good. You can also look for magazines. Magazines often have a lot of pictures that make it easy to understand the context of the story or of the information. And you can find magazines about pretty much any topic you love. So you can read a magazine about fishing, if that's what you enjoy, or fashion. Really, you can find one on any topic you like. I also recommend, if you're living in an English-speaking country, visiting your public library when it's open. Librarians love to help you find books that are going to be helpful and enjoyable to you. One of the things that you can find at a library or at a bookstore is some graded readers. We call them graded readers, and it means that they are texts that have a level to them, usually starting from beginner all the way up to advanced. And those are some of the books that I'm going to give away today. So these are from Cambridge. So they actually use British English, but it's pretty similar to American English. And these are levels 1, 2, and 3 of the Cambridge 6-level graded reader system. So these are marked as beginner all the way through low intermediate. But like I said, you want to read something easy for extensive reading. So these books, maybe they're labeled for beginners and intermediate readers, but these would be really great extensive reading for intermediate learners through advanced learners, because you need to read something a little bit easy for you. Most of these books are labeled as thrillers, which means it's sort of exciting and a mystery happening. So if that's something that is interesting for you, you think it would be a good extensive reading practice for you, I'd love for you to enter this giveaway so I can send you some books. One winner will be chosen randomly, and I will mail this set of 6 books to that person. So all you need to do to enter this contest is to leave a comment on this video with your favorite book, story, or website for practicing English reading. And hopefully we'll get a good list going and you can see what other people like to read also. Leave a comment, and in about a week I will choose randomly a winner of the contest to contact so I can mail you those books. Reading, and extensive reading in particular, is such a great way to improve your English. So please go find something super easy and super fun to practice reading today.